going on, everybody? My name's Danny Ferrari.
My name's Parker Immense.
We are Excellent Sound, and we are back. Another amazing video. Every video we do is amazing.
Bangfest.
Because you're amazing.
Slap City.
Why is it amazing today?
Dude, it's Gorilla early access time, dude.
Ooh.
Gorilla season.
Wait, people still have a chance to get the early access?
They might, dude.
They might?
If you're interested, you can go check out the link in the description down below. Throw that email in there, and then
you'll be sent a purchase link. We just can't guarantee it's in stock.
Yes.
But as of right now, as of filming this video, it is in stock, so you guys should maybe have a chance. But definitely go look. You're going to get tons of bonuses for getting the early access. You get 400 and fucking, who knows, 25 Serum presets.
It's insane.
4 gigs total for the pack. We got thousands of samples.
It's our biggest pack ever.
We got the redacted pack in there.
Oh, it's redacted.
Yeah.
You guys know what we're talking about.
We're talking about some of the snares today. Actually, we're going to show some of the snares.
Yeah.
Some of the QFF snares. You know what that stands for?
Quest for Fire.
No, it stands for Questionable Friends and Family.
Fucking.
We got a Serum preset for you guys, a really cool little Serum preset for building snares. We're going to talk about how to build these type of snares, why they're so special, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of show you guys some techniques along the way.
Yeah, and if you guys want to know why we're wearing the glasses that we're wearing, these are our release glasses.
We put these on when we release a pack, and we don't take them on for probably until the early access.
Until we fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm not taking it off ever.
No?
Nope. Like the video, comment what you want to see, subscribe. Let's jump into it, bro.
Subtronics.
So we got some snares pulled up from Gorilla. These Quest for Fire snares. These are really, really great snares.
Show them, dude.
I'm just going to give them a quick playthrough.
Yep.
So we're going to be talking about how to make these types of snares. There's a couple techniques we're going to show you guys, and we're going to give you a preset to help you start learning sound designing your own snares from synthesis. I do think they're starting from an actual synth. So sometimes if you sound design from a synth, you get the actual clean waveform, and then you can manipulate it from there or add different things. I'll show you what I mean when we zoom in on something.
The other thing, too, those snares are always the cleanest snares.
Always.
When you're ripping snares from songs or from packs that have done that like 5 times over, the snare sucks. It's dead by then. You know what I'm saying? You have to get it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. Got to get clean signal.
You got to get that clean signal first, and then you could use it to layer.
You're right. Yeah. We've been told we have good throwdown samples. Actually, Joyride said that, I believe.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
Can we do that for you, bud?
Expand that, girl.
Ah! Okay, so now that we got our transient right here, I want to show you this part actually, okay? This is the note of the snare. You can learn a lot from looking at waveforms. I've really been doing this quite a bit lately, and let me just go ahead and light this nug up real quick.
Oh, fucking light it up, dude.
Cue the goddamn music.
Uh-huh.
Is it smoky in here? It's a little smoky. It's smoky. So you can learn a ton from looking at waveforms. What you see here is when you see a clean waveform like this, which doesn't have sort of these sort of like different peaks, is that this is usually a note, and you can see it's a sine wave. So I usually think of this when we're trying to make these snares as sort of the synthesis point, right?
Yep.
The transient has a bunch of information which sounds like a click, and then we have sort of the meat and potatoes of the snare, and then this back here, which is all this like sort of like squigglies and stuff, this is all white noise. So definitely try to look at your waveforms and kind of learn from them and understand. If I just soloed this sort of little point right here, that's the note right there. But it only really happens right there at this point in the actual snare is what I'm trying to bring up.
Go over the ADSR, dude. Highlight the attack, the decay, the sustain, the release.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Definitely go over that.
This nice little rainbow sherbet of a ADSR, dude. Attack, decay, sort of decay and sustain, and then this is essentially the release, which is the white noise, right?
Yeah.
It has a very, very quick attack and a shorter decay, or sustain, you could say, right? Thank you for bringing that up. And we're going to go ahead and bring that up in the actual Serum itself. Yeah, let me stretch that out. You can see how long, look how long the release is in comparison. So this can kind of help you guys out when you're looking at it. Also, another reason why you want to look at waveforms, right? We're talking about this one first. There's a bunch of different types, so we'll do a bunch of different ones, but there's like the classic tight one. Right, some of these have like these weird metal frequencies in them. Trappy. Sort of flammy, right? Poppy, you know what I'm saying? A big thing that you could do just to kind of get like the basic one, kind of more like this, which I'm going to show you guys how to do in Serum. Take a dubstep snare. This one's from Gorilla. This is dubstep snare 17, okay? If I just take a snare, it's got to have a nice punch and it's got to have a nice long tail like we were kind of showing, right? And if I just pitch this up 12. This one I think is an F. Right? I could even pitch it up a little more.
Also notice he's not warping.
I'm not warping it. Yeah, good point. Thank you. God, you're on it today, bro. Yeah, and then add a little fade too if you want to sort of kind of match what it looks like, you know? It sounds like the snare.
Yep.
That one sounds a little like metally, which is nice. But it's very, very similar, right? Okay, so that's sort of one way. Another thing, too, which is really cool, and we're going to give you guys this preset, is I kind of have this like little snare sort of starter preset, which is very, very helpful when we're making snares. So I'm going to go ahead and put a note in C. This is the preset right here, available for download in the description. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Kind of just like your classic punchy sort of digital sort of sounding snare, right?
EDM snare, dude.
EDM snare. Great build snare, too, just like this, as it is, right? If I take this out of Serum and I just pull it right here, you can kind of look at it. It already kind of looks like the snare, right? You see what we're missing some things which we're going to mess with to kind of get a better sort of idea. But essentially what's happening is you have a triangle wave, okay? You can use a triangle or a sine. That's kind of hitting your punch, usually around 200 hertz, right? And then you have a very, very fast attack with different release. Right here, we're using hertz mode because it's a little bit different than using sort of like an envelope. I'm going to call this macro length.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. And this is going to kind of adjust the rate to be longer or faster or slower, right? Over here, we have a very, very fast sort of pitch envelope, right, at 5.6 hertz, and that's on to the actual course pitch. This is only at, I think, 11, right? You can go up with this. You can go down with it. You can do, like, shorter. More clicky. I like it around here.
Course pitch, it's like pitching it down very fast.
Very quickly,
to give it that like laser attack.
Yeah, but you don't want it to sound too lasery, I think, for these type of snares. But yes, like some snares do have that specific sort of big transient.
Yeah, that's
right?
what you want to dial in.
And then you have sort of this white noise, right? We're using the J106 HP noise, right? You can use bright white. You can use a bunch of different stuff.
That's the juniper synth,
That's
right?
the juniper, right? And what happens is the attack usually comes in, on this one comes in a little bit later, and then a super long release. That's why this is super slow. So if I solo this, right? And then processing-wise, we have some low-pass filtering going on, okay? The actual low 6 is sort of making it a little bit more plucky. We're using this fast sort of LFO again, right, with the cutoff really quick. This EQ is doing a ton. It's boosting that main sort of fundamental frequency that we're hitting, right? You might want to find that where it is with your snare or your pitch, okay?
That's a really good trick that we use for synths, too, when we're sound designing. We want more attack.
Always.
We just fucking throw one on the gain.
Yep, definitely.
You know?
We do that with a little bit of notch nipple EQ here, right?
Yeah, a little opposite nip right there.
A little reverse nip, okay? And then over here, we also have the high end sort of shooting up the gain really quick, right? And then some OTT and some distortion. That's going to give you that transient, and that's going to help out a lot, right? I'm not going to go over the entire sound, but I have macros on all of these sort of things, and that's so that I can tighten up the length. And let me show you why. That's like too tight, right? But if I go up an octave, maybe adjust this just a little bit more. The higher you go up in the octave, what I'm doing is I'm adjusting the length. Let's say I like that, right? Okay, now let me play the original, right? That sounds kind of close. This one sounds close too, but it's a little low pitched, right? I think this is a little too short, so let's go ahead and make it a little bit longer. But you see how you can hear the pitch a little bit more? I might make this faster.
Nice.
Very important. White noise, too, I might make a little bit longer. All right, that's cool. So I also want to be a little louder. All right, now let's go ahead and take that out of Serum. Bam. Okay? We got something sort of similar to what he's got going on. Now, what we're going to do is to sort of match what he's got going on is you could do this a bunch of different ways. Another cool thing about some of the snares that you hear is he has this like distorted sign. We're using sort of, I think we got like a little glass ping right here, which you know would be sick for this, bro?
What?
My water bottle.
Fuck no, dude.
Bro, if we use the water bottle, it would be so sick.
No, dude. No
Why
way.
not?
No, bro. I'm going to throw
it's like
that
the perfect
shit. I'm going to throw that shit, dude. I don't want that anywhere near these cameras,
But
dude.
it could sound sick.
No. I am not going to have the tone of that thing come out of these $15,000, $20,000 speakers right here. I'm not letting that shit come through there.
Like, because we could make a totally great video. So we could post this talking about you and let people decide. That Parker hates my water bottle.
Fucking hate it.
Hates the resonance of it.
Yep.
You won't show it on camera.
It spills all over the place. It's ugly.
Okay.
All right. It doesn't close all the way. And it's always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay.
Always.
And you don't like the resonance of it.
Most of all,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So we'll make a deal. Because I love that water bottle because it keeps water ice cold, okay? Apply 1 or 2 to our comment. Our pinned comment is, should we make the water bottle video or the video of Parker being able to hit my water bottle one pitch? He could miss. We'll film it. And he could also hit it and destroy it in one pitch with a baseball bat.
Yes, I will agree to that. I played baseball for years, and I never told you.
I have a feeling you might miss for some reason. Can we show them what the water bottle at least looks like? They got to at least see it. Dropped a couple times in the studio. It might have been spilled on some of Parker's gear. All right, so since Parker doesn't want to use the water bottle, we'll start with this tiny little tinker right here. Right? It's sort of like a little perk glass hit, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add a track. I'm going to throw the snare on it right now, and I'm going to add this little perky sort of really fast attack. That reminds me of like was it Tears snare?
Yeah.
Right? It has this extra resonance. And let me put these.
Also the 100 Gex one too.
Yeah, right? It's kind of distorted. We just have a very fast sort of perk from Tech House. And you can even expand on that. Here's the frequency. That sounds like it.
Piercing.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, dude.
It also kind of could happen a little bit later too, I'd noticed, like even like a and shorter. It adds that little pinniness to it, which is kind of nice, right? Maybe turn it way up.
Don't pierce my ears, dude.
I'm gonna pierce them.
Just pierce my nips. That's fucking so loud, bro. It's killing me. I'm dying, dude. Turn it down.
Okay, so we got our short little snare. And then let's go ahead and use this gorilla snare because this transient's kind of crazy too. So I'm going to use this really fat sort of transient, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put this right here at the very beginning or even like maybe help it out a bit, right? To bring out that transient just a touch more. Let's make this louder too. Let's look at it on the EQ. Let's see what's happening. Sounds nice and clean. So I got my main transient there, and then I got this little, the one that you love, water bottle frequency.
Pierce nips.
That's adding a nice little body point to it, right?
Yeah.
Cut the lows.
If you zoom into this tranny right here and look at the waveforms, man, they're pretty in sync too because first off, there are snares. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
And it's coming from Serum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And look, they're very lined up too, and they're stacked very nicely, and they're in phase.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you really want to be picking sounds that are going to be in phase with each other.
Right.
You know? If it's too off, it's going to sound really weird.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
And if
it's not going to cut through.
Yeah. And if they are off too, you can always fade. Maybe we just use this transient.
Look at that.
That actually kind of sounds nice.
Yeah. That sounds cleaner.
Look at this. All right, let's go ahead and take this and let's just resample it quickly, okay? Master's off. It's clipping. Who cares? Red's just a color, right?
Look at that form, dude.
Right? It's looking kind of close. It looks like we got this. Maybe we shorten our transient a little bit more, right? Let's listen to that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Looking at his and looking at ours, right? One thing I notice is the length. Always notice the length.
Yep.
I could do a couple things like pitching it a little bit more. That sounds like a Skrillex snare.
Sounds really nice.
And I think what's creating that metal noise is it sounds like it's like almost like a short little reverb throw in there, right?
Yeah, like a little short room reverb.
Yeah, but it's also the white noise too.
Yeah.
Because this like ends so quick. So another technique you could sort of do is maybe we look at the white noise and we just kind of bring something in. We'll bring something in. I think we have something from Gorilla, actually. That works. What if we just took this and we just threw it on like that? What happens? Okay, that's not it. Wait. Okay, kind of, right? And then we could kind of use some of the crossfade features, which I love to do. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that notch is coming in too.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'll just join that into one, right? Oh, that's nice. And what's cool about his snares is they cut through the mix so well. And they're so little. They're just cute little guys.
All the time. Yeah, they're like fucking dead snares, man.
Yeah, very dead. Now, I wonder if we can get this metallic sound. Let's try doing like a short reverb maybe, or maybe even a delay.
Put the reflect up.
The reflect, you think?
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah. That's a little bit more metal. And even some diffusion, yeah.
Put that down.
Oh, yeah. I love doing this with diffusion, too. Like, His is a little bit brighter.
Yeah. Also put some chorus on there, dude.
Yeah,
some
definitely
chorus might be really nice.
But it feels like it only happens like
at the end.
Yeah, or something. We could do. Okay, that sounds kind of metally, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we try the hybrid reverb too. I kind of have a new idea, right?
It's also giving some stereo too.
Yeah, it definitely is. Let's try the hybrid reverb. That's what's so cool is like he has this like sort of like uniqueness to it. You know what I mean?
Plays with size. The size
Ooh,
the size is
pitch.
the pitch.
Yeah.
You could also play with this size knob as well.
I always play with the size.
Now it's getting that reflective sound.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take an EQ, right? Because we're trying to be creative. I just want the metal sound, right? Which I think is kind of... All right, so let's do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, right? And I'm going to have it on a separate track. I'm going to freeze this track, and then I'm going to try to resample it here. So now we got this nice little piece, and then we got this, right? And then what I could do is I could actually bring this sort of into here if I wanted to. And then maybe this sort of only happens at the end. Right? But I kind of like the end of this as well, too. So maybe I'll do this. You know, like you could do anything you want, right? I want this end because this end's a little long, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of want maybe the tail end of this, right? I'm going to bring that down, close that, and then kind of mess with the fades a little bit and see if we can get, because that's kind of the more where the metallic part is. Yeah, there we go. And I can join these together, right? And then you could sort of reprocess everything again if you need, you know? And then we'll go ahead and make this short again.
Now it's tight, and it still has the reflectiveness.
Yeah. Versus that.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Now we have this.
I think another thing that you guys need to think about too is you can literally use anything you want as a transient.
Yeah.
You can use, like, a lot of people use hi-hat transients for kicks.
Right.
You know, because they like that sound, like,
yeah,
to make it more attacky. Hi-hats work good on snares too, but it's a little bright, you know?
Definitely.
Usually with the snares, you want a little bit more dark for the attack, but you can use anything, man.
Anything you want.
You know? ADSR.
That's right, baby.
That's what it is, dude.
And we have a theory that we think he's using lots of, like, Foley, like, pre-recorded his own Foley in the new album, I think.
He was traveling a lot when he was taking some personal time off, you know, during COVID, when he was allowed to travel. I think he started traveling a lot, and, you know, he was going to all those, like, very, you know, jungly places, spiritual, you know, where there's a lot of, like, stuff that you wouldn't really run into here. You know what I'm saying?
And just experiencing new sounds.
He probably had a sick recorder too, bro.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like an H6 with a fucking boom mic, and you know, he was probably
He's
out
there
there.
with the
Can't you see him,
headphones?
like, on his skateboard, fucking with a boom mic, just like, oh, you know?
Recording some Snake Charmer in India or some
exactly,
shit.
dude. Some
That'd be
baboons.
so sick.
You
Yeah.
know?
That's dope. Hopefully you guys learned something. Let's go ahead and give away the snare too. So we got the snare now for you, and we're going to go ahead and give you this Serum preset. Again, make sure you guys go and get your early access copy of Gorilla. There might be still time. You can click the link, and we'll send you a purchase link, and if it's in stock, you'll be able to purchase it. If not, it won't. But, you know, hopefully you got a chance. It hasn't been too long, so we'll see.
And if it's too late, you still get the pack. You're not losing the pack, but you do lose out on all the bonus stuff.
Yeah.
You lose that redacted pack. You lose all the project files, and the extra 50 Serum presets. Dude,
Yeah, 50 Serum presets, and plus all the presets that come in the redacted.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. So make sure you guys go jump on that. Link's in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.
Yeah, tell us if you like this video too, man, because we will reveal more secrets behind excellence in our techniques.
It's like a masterclass thing right here.
It pretty much is, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and if you guys like this stuff, we got some more.
Oh, we got so many little things.
Some other things that we can show you.
What kind of things?
I can't tell you right now, dude. I'll tell you off camera.
You can tell me later.
All right, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to pin a comment. One, for if you want us to do the bottle video of us sampling Parker's favorite water bottle, or two, let Parker hit it with a baseball bat one time, one swing, and film it. So let us know, and you guys get to decide. We might destroy a water
That's the
bottle.
only thing that I want to do is destroy that fucking bottle, dude.
Or
That's
we might
the
make a
only
banker.
reason.
Well, I don't know. Let them decide.
I'm gonna bang that bottle into the fucking universe.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
watching.
much.